Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Citi Double Cash credit card. This is a credit card that I currently do not have in my wallet, and that's mainly for one reason that I will also disclose in this video. Overall though, this is quite a popular credit card, and in this video, I'm going to be going over some of the various aspects of it, including some of the good things, and also the drawbacks of having it. But first, before I dive into today's video, if you would like to receive a couple of free stocks from Webull, valued up to $2,300, make sure to claim them by clicking my link in the description box below. Okay, so jumping right into the video for today, the Citi Double Cash card is exactly what you'd expect, going by the name, Double Cash. Front and center on their website, it states, earn 2% cash back on purchases, 1% when you buy, plus 1% as you pay. This equates to $20 in cash back for every $1,000 you spend on the card. Oh, and there's also no annual fees, so you won't have to worry whether or not you're receiving enough benefits with this card to make it worth paying a yearly fee for. Now, you might be wondering whether or not the Citi Double Cash card has some type of spend bonus. And I hate to break it to you, but this one unfortunately does not. This is probably the biggest drawback, at least in my opinion, given that practically every other credit card that requires having a good or higher credit score has some type of spend bonus. Granted, they may only be for $150 or $200, but still, it definitely gives cardholders more of an incentive to sign up. Of course, at the time of this card coming out, a no annual fee credit card giving an unlimited 2% back was really solid. They didn't necessarily need to entice people to sign up given the 2% back people would be receiving versus the normal 1 to 1.5% back with other credit cards. Another benefit of owning the Citi Double Cash card is the fact that you will have a 0% Intro APR for the first 18 months on balance transfers. But notice, I just said balance transfers, so this does not include on purchases. Although, this would be a good thing if you're currently paying a higher interest on a balance with another credit card, where you can then transfer that balance from that card over to this card and pay no interest for the next 18 months. Of course, I should note that there is a balance transfer fee of either $5 or 3% of the balance transfer, whichever amount is greater. This means if you transfer a $5,000 balance over to this card, there will be a $150 fee. Of course, there are many other credit cards right now that currently offer the 0% Intro APR on both purchases and balance transfers, so this benefit doesn't necessarily stand out all that much. Furthermore, the Citi Double Cash card also offers various forms of protection, including 24-hour fraud protection, lost wallet service, and $0 liability on unauthorized charges. Of course, this is pretty standard on other credit cards as well. With this card, you will also have access to some other benefits such as Citi Entertainment, where basically you'll get special access to purchase tickets to events, including pre-sale tickets. So again, the best thing this card really has going for it is the unlimited 2% cash back, and again, that's 1% back when you make a purchase, and then you'll receive the other 1% back after you pay. This incentivizes cardholders to pay on time, though of course they make their real money on those who pay late, and therefore pay extra interest and fees. Speaking of fees, as I mentioned earlier, there are no annual fees with this card, which of course is always a good thing. Although, it does have the standard fees that you would expect with practically every other credit card, such as late payment fees, return payment fees, and of course, balance transfer fees. Other than that, this is a credit card that you will want to leave back at home if you do decide to travel abroad, as you will be hit with a 3% foreign transaction fee. If you have watched any of my other credit card reviews, this is something that I definitely look down upon, as it's just a major inconvenience. If you do happen to travel abroad, I would recommend basically any credit card by Capital One, perhaps the Quicksilver, as they don't have any foreign transaction fees with their cards. As far as the credit score needed to apply for this card, I would recommend at least a 700 credit score, although you may be able to get away with a score in the high 600s, depending on some other factors such as your current income. Of course, I must once again mention that this video is not intended to be financial advice, and is for entertainment purposes only. When it comes down to it, would I personally recommend owning this credit card? Yes and no. Yes, because it's certainly not a bad credit card by any means. After all, the 2% back on all purchases is still really solid across the board, and you're also not paying an annual fee, so it's completely free to use. However, in the beginning of this video, I did say that I currently do not own this card, and this is why. I already have a credit card that pays 2% back on all purchases. End of story. That card was also one that gave me a pretty solid spin bonus as well, giving me no real incentive to apply for the Double Cash card. Just recently, I did another credit card review on the Wells Fargo Active Cash card, and that credit card also gives cardholders 2% cash back on all purchases. And on top of that, you will also receive a $200 spin bonus if you spend at least $1,000 in the first 3 months. So, if you're going to pick between the Citi Double Cash card, a 2% cashback card, and no spin bonus, or the Wells Fargo Active Cash card, a 2% cashback card with a $200 spin bonus, what are you going to choose? The answer seems pretty obvious, unless, of course, you just have preference towards Citibank, or you're totally against Wells Fargo. Oh, and you're also given a 0% Intro APR on purchases and balance transfers with the Active Cash card. Again, seems like a no-brainer if you're comparing the two cards, but again, this wasn't necessarily meant to be a comparison video, but it sort of ended up being that way in the end. If you would like to see my video review on the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card, I will make sure to leave a link in the description box below. All in all though, again, the Citi Double Cash card isn't a bad one by any means, but all I'm saying is that there are better options out there. And that's the main reason I never applied. There were better options. So given the fact that other credit cards have them matched or even beat in the cashback categories, you have to wonder if Citi's going to do anything in the future to compete. At this point, you have other cards in the market offering just as good of cash back with a spin bonus, so you have to wonder if they will eventually come out with a spin bonus for themselves, or perhaps do something entirely different, such as offering 3% cash back across the board, which would be an industry leader for no annual fee credit cards. On that one, we'll just have to wait and see. Citi did recently release a new card called the Custom Cash card that earns 5% back on your top spending category, which is one that I actually did apply for and currently have in my wallet. I also did a review recently on that card as well, so if you would like to check that out while you're at it, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description box below. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you did make it all the way to the end, I definitely appreciate all of your support. And if you wouldn't mind taking just a few more seconds out of your day, I would be so grateful if you could like this video, share it, and also subscribe if you haven't already. And one more thing before you go, don't forget to grab your 2 free stocks from Webull, valued up to $2,300, by clicking my link in the description box below. Once you open your account, you will receive your first free stock valued up to $300. Then, once you make a qualifying deposit, at that point, you will receive the second free stock, this one being valued up to $2,000. So thank you so much again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.